In this video tutorial, you will hear a basic introduction to Activity Insight, what it is, and how to log in. Activity Insight is a web-based tool to collect and store information and professional activity of APU full-time faculty. Though FES relies heavily on Activity Insight as its giant filing cabinet, Activity Insight has other uses as well, including, for example, the ability to run a wide variety of reports such as generic CVs, lists of those doing research related to faith integration or diversity, and mid-year lists of a specific type of scholarly activity, say consultations at the national level. All full-time faculty activity will be recorded in this giant database. Faculty will no longer have to report similar information multiple times to multiple people. It's now all in one location. Each faculty member has an account and must keep it current. At minimum, faculty will enter all their activity annually by the end of May. But we recommend that you visit Activity Insight often as you would your CV. Entering it as soon as you do the activity will only take a couple minutes. Waiting to enter all your activity at the end will take much more time as you try to recall what you did and find information for each of the activities. There are 3 ways to gain access to Activity Insight: through a link on the Office of Faculty Evaluation webpage, using the Activity Insight login page URL, or the easiest route is through home.apu.edu since faculty are already familiar with this area. Training materials are also available from the Office of Faculty Evaluation. There are 5 basic steps to getting your goals ready for your chair's approval. Step 1 is to log in and request your password. Steps 2 and 3 are about entering initial annual data and goals, both for professional advancement and for annual productivity. Steps 4 and 5 are about running, saving, and uploading your goals and expectations report for your chair to view and approve. We will cover step 1 in the remainder of this video. Watch the remaining Activity Insight training videos for the other steps. Once you've logged into home.apu.edu, click on the Faculty tab over in the upper left area of the screen. Then look in the middle section. You may need to scroll down the screen to access the Activity Insight link. Click on this link to bring up the Activity Insight login page. If this is your first time logging into Activity Insight, or if you ever forget your Activity Insight login password, click on the Request Your Password link just below the bottom right corner of this gray box. A new window will appear requesting your APU email address, that is, everything before the @apu.edu. Enter your information here, and your password will be emailed to your APU account. Check your APU email account for the password and return back to the Activity Insight login page to enter it there. If this is your first time logging into Activity Insight, you will be asked to change your password as soon as you're logged in. Keep in mind that this password is not automatically linked to the APU single sign-on password, but you may choose to use the same APU password or use a completely different one. Once you've entered your login ID and password, click on Login and you'll be directed to the main menu page of Activity Insight. Also, note the APU Activity Insight support information located just above the login area. This is the main menu page for Activity Insight. Just a few pieces of information for orientation. First, note the left menu bar. You will mainly use this default page, Manage Your Activities, which is what you're viewing now. You will also, at least once a year, use the Run Custom Report section to run and save goals and expectations report, as well as your activities report. You may also use it to run your generic CV from time to time. Second, note the categories of sections in the main menu. Biographical information is where information that does not change much is housed. It is lengthy, but once it's in, it's in. Only infrequent updates may be necessary from time to time. APU information is where annual APU data are housed. Watch the other tutorials for details. The next 5 sections relate to the roles in which you function as professor: educator mentor, scholar practitioner, and servant leader, also faith integration, and if relevant, other professional development activities. For details on how to load goals, watch the other tutorials. The last section Advancement portfolio data is where data related to your professional advancement will be stored, including your annual goals reports and activities reports. This concludes our brief overview of Activity Insight. For more information on how to load goals or to run and upload reports for chair viewing, please visit the other tutorials.